Hello, my friends. Welcome to episode 3 of the Stars Without Number game, D&D, roleplay. All of these things are true. What is also true is that Hippo is probably going to kill my character this time.
You never know.
Yeah, so we're just going to carry on from where we left off last time. I'm sure everyone who is watching this knows what the score is by now. So, over to you, Hippo.
All right. Welcome to episode 3 of Earthless. So we last left off with most of the party, minus Dash, who is currently running around the city like a headless chicken. The party have left a military base somewhere deep underground. They've been tasked with taking the body of Timothy, who is still very much alive, off planet.
More like forced than tasked.
Yeah, good point. So they've been forced in a forceful task to take Timothy off planet. However, in their transit, they've been caught up in massive traffic jams that were caused by extreme civil unrest occurring throughout the city. After some brief fighting with some unknown assailants in the middle of a roadway, with cars exploding and people not being able to hit the sides of brick buildings, we now resume where the party, currently consisting of Dr. Freeman, Timothy, Morius, and... Damn. I had to look up your names again. I'm still not completely familiar with them.
You missed the most important part.
What's that?
3 people got squeezed.
True. Timothy did beat 3 people. Pretty much within an inch of their lives. A couple of them are dead probably by now. Alright, so you guys are standing around the smoldering wreckages of several vehicles that were destroyed in one way or another. Some bodies are around you. You hear sirens going off throughout the city. You also just have this overpowering smell of smoke, burnt electronics, and there are also several plumes of smoke throughout the city. Various giant hollow screens that are lining the sides of the building. Some of them have "Please stand by. This is an emergency situation. Stay within your homes." Others are showing breaking news going on. There's several sky shots over what look like various large institutions or buildings that are currently on fire or under fire.
Well, I suggest we get out of here before I bleed to death.
Yeah, you were shot in the arm, weren't you?
Would I be able to stabilize that?
It's stable for a wound. Pretty much the bullet penetrated the meat of his arm. And a bullet penetration is better than a bullet staying inside of him. So he's alright for now, and he staunched the bleeding himself.
So it went in and out? Or...
Yes.
Yeah, that's how a lot of humanity gets started.
What about my foot?
Same deal. You got shot with a mag rifle. So it pretty much just clear penetrated you.
Okay.
Yeah, but once we get to once we get to a bit of a safer spot, I'll double check the wounds, wherever wounds the party has, see if any further treatment's needed.
Last session you mentioned a shot of an arm steel going down. Were any of the... Do I remember during the attack, or in the hands of any of the corpses now, are those same or similar arms nearby?
Are you talking about the submachine guns that Dash brought?
Yeah.
There's really no check needed for that. No, they don't appear to be. They're all mag rifles. They don't appear to be submachine guns.
Are any of them wearing anything that might give away that they're part of the military organization that I sort of still belong to?
Nothing immediately outward. Nothing on their bodies indicate any sort of allegiance towards any particular group. However, Timothy, give me a notice wisdom check.
I was going to say, because the first thing an army guy would do is check the serial numbers.
Dash.
Yeah.
It's smoky. You're cramped, it's hot, the air conditioner hasn't been running, but the explosions have stopped.
I'm gonna take a chance and crack the trunk just a little bit and see if I see anybody.
Alright. Timothy, you believe, just looking over the bodies, like, you haven't picked anything up or anything. One of them looks familiar, but you can't really put your... oh, you didn't know, by the way. Not notice.
Oh, sorry. I misheard
go
you.
Go ahead and reroll.
It seemed like more of a no to me than a notice.
Exact same result.
Yeah, okay, no change. One of the guys looks familiar, and you just can't put your finger on it. Dash, give me a sneak check.
Do any of these corpses have? Do any
No
of these get-
modifier.
No modifier. Sneak, choose an attribute. Physical one. Probably Dex or something. What was that, Freeman?
Do any of these soldiers have any noticeable
Fuck.
bio-augmentation?
No, nothing that you can see. But, Freeman, you do notice, a sound coming from behind you that sounds like metal scraping.
I spin around.
I would be right next to him.
I spin
Alright, you
around,
both-
revolver drawn.
Well, I both turn around, gun aimed.
You both notice, and you see the back doors of what looks kind of like a hover van trying to open slowly.
Oi.
I don't know these people yet, right? Other than Hulkamania.
Other than
Yep,
him, no.
you know Sam, but you don't know he's there because you two have worked together before. But yeah, Dash, as you peek out the little crack, you see these two people. One of them with a very stylish goatee and glasses. The other one, yeah, in a full business suit as well. The other one is wearing full combat armor for a local mercenary corps. They're both pointing their drawn weapons at the doors that you're going to be coming out of.
Okay. So I'm going to put my empty hands out the door and kindly request that I'm not shot as I'm trying to leave the vehicle. That I'm guessing the smoke means it's on fire.
Yeah, it took a bit of damage.
And I'm going to slowly crack the door open until I can make eye contact with the two folks pointing their firearms at me.
So, Marius and
You're
Dr.
gonna get
Freeman, as you
killed.
see this man slowly come out of the car with his hands up, you notice that he's the same man from the hollow screens.
Hey!
And from the original mission. So I would
It's that
recognize
bell
him.
end with the big mouth. How's your shoulder?
I lower my weapon and signal Freeman to do so.
I lower it and I walk up and inspect Dash for any wounds.
Oh, I'm beat up. I'm already hurt because somebody has big fucking hands that he can't keep to himself.
Dr. Freeman, you notice that there's a large bruise on his right shoulder, I believe. Otherwise, he's fine. As evident
Okay.
by his banter.
Alright.
I give you one of my patented handshakes, my friend, but my arm isn't quite up to the task right now.
Dash, you notice that there's a large bullet hole going through his bicep that he covered up with some cloth or other bandages.
I look at him. I ask him, "Do you need a tampon?"
Well,
I like you. That's why I'm gonna kill you last.
Oh, I'll have you washing my dishes by the end of the day.
so Sam, you see Dash.
I'm gonna hobble over.
You can probably walk fine.
I got shot in the foot.
Got shot through the foot.
Yeah,
Okay. Fair.
I'm pretty sure that's going to impede some level of movement.
Yeah.
You can run if you have to, but you're gonna be like swearing the entire time.
Yeah. So, SMGs, huh?
What about him?
That's what we were hauling, wasn't it? Saw it up on the big screen.
Was that what they were hauling?
That's what you were
The
all.
assailants
I missed
know.
something.
Okay, so Sunstorm, do you want it to be so that you were the one who helped Dash bring in the SMGs?
I thought that was what was implied.
Yeah, someone didn't watch episode 2.
Nope.
That's okay. Alright, yeah, we'll go with that then. Alright, so Dash, you do remember using you do remember using Sam's ship to help get the SMGs on planet.
Ah, okay. Then yes, that is what it was.
Whether you knew about that, Sam, or not, is up to you.
I didn't. I just don't like it when I do find out about it.
Fair enough.
Well, the money was the correct color, was it not? I don't want to say green because I don't know what color it is on this planet.
Just make up something.
It's all
and
different
it'll be
colors, like
canon.
Jersey money.
There you go. Yeah, it's
The money was the right color, wasn't it? So what does it matter?
I just don't like getting into bed with armed insurrectionists.
What they do with it after they receive it is on them. I have nothing to do with that.
Dash.
this
You
is
see,
This is all very touching, but I think we should
You can
probably
keep
get
waiting,
out
yeah.
of here. Just a suggestion.
Why? We can get s'mores and roast them over the engine block.
I'll shut your trap, Dash.
I
oh snap!
don't want to be waiting around for the next team of 8 goons to turn up and put another bullet hole in me, personally.
Shit, I might pay them.
Dash, you look behind you and you notice that the hover van that you are hiding in is actually not hovering, and it hasn't been
It's on
for
the
a
ground.
while. Yeah, its engine was punched out in the fighting.
Oh, it was punched. Wonder who did that.
No, like
No.
figuratively punched.
Oh.
Did someone want a punch?
Nope, we're good. All right,
Probably
Yeah.
from my many missed shots.
let's get off this highway and out of sight. Because having my face plastered all over the hollow boards is just lovely for my reputation around here.
There
Yeah.
is, as you say that, a close-up image of your face on one of the large hollow screens on one of the buildings, saying that
That's
you're a
not
wanted
even
man.
my good side. Oh shit.
See that big
Well-
ugly pimple on your face, dude?
Says you
Well,
are
at least they
wanted
have power.
for arming insurrectionists and promoting violence between insurrectionist groups.
Well, that's lovely.
I knew it.
Like I said, what they do with the wares after they receive them is on them. Not my problem. Well, that's right now it's my problem, but generally not.
Roll for pimple.
You know any shortcuts to the spaceport? Dash.
Dash, roll me a no intelligence check.
I could have told you had no intelligence.
Oh.
Fish, what
God
you say?
damn it!
So, you know that if you wanted to get there on foot and you wanted to stay hidden, obviously walking along the top level of this raised. Oh, excuse me, coffee burps. Walking along the top side of this freeway that's raised several stories above the ground is probably not the best idea. There is a service catwalk that extends along the entire bottom section of the highway, though. So the spaceport is a straight shot north, but there's a nice little hidden route.
Okay. Well, let's recede into the darkness, shall we?
So about, let's say, 50 meters ahead of the party to the north. Yes, I got rid of that map a while ago. That's why you guys are looking at this one again.
What map? Am I not seeing something?
No.
There's no map.
There's
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that the battle map was, I already got rid of it. So there's nothing to really reference to. But to the north of you guys, you notice about 50 meters out what appears to be some kind of service tunnel entrance. It's just kind of jutting out of the median in the highway. And yeah.
About how far north is the starport from us?
Let's go with about 1 kilometer or 2.
Oh, come on, that's nothing. Let's walk.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yep, we're walking.
More like
It's-
jog at this point.
Like 1 kilometer or 2 on a battlefield.
Somebody shot through the hoof, or through the foot, so they're kind of hobbling along.
Can you run? Do you think you can
Samuel's
keep up,
a
Sam?
Samuel's a centaur.
Support him.
A wussy centaur.
It's like it's 1K. You could do it in under 10 minutes if you were half dead. Let's go.
I'll take
That's-
point.
All right.
Squizzle could always carry him, I'm sure.
What was that?
Morius takes point in the group. Does somebody help Samuel along?
I will.
I will.
All right, both
Doc.
of you can.
Doc, do you have a patch or something?
Can I give him fresh bandages or something like that?
Yeah, you can just like tear off some clothing off of a dead civvy or a soldier or something and just wrap it up.
Yeah. That's what I
Hippo, can
Yeah.
I send my scout drone out? I have a ghost walker with observation suite and station keeping.
Yeah, go for it.
So, okay, so I'm going to send that out and send that ahead so there's no surprises.
Okay. So you send out your drone, and you have a camera feed directly to it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Goes to your compad, whatever it is, and I got one of those.
Okay. So watching your drone after you throw it out and surveying the area ahead, you see nothing of any significance. There are some people up ahead that are standing around their cars, looking back towards the burning. That was the battlefield. There's abandoned cars in the middle of the road as well. They're just open-doored cars stuck in traffic. And from what you can tell, no bad people. No people with guns.
Okay. What about at the spaceport itself?
Yeah, it has that range, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's got a lot of range.
All right. You get to the spaceport, and there's increased security around it, but this is just your basic spaceport security. Rent-a-cops, essentially.
Okay. Nothing increased concerning the violence.
There doesn't appear to be any soldiers or insurrectionists of any kind.
Okay. I want to keep the drone on station in case something changes as we approach.
All right, sounds good.
And if something is added, like if something approaches vehicle-wise, military style, I want to get pinged.
Okay. You can that'll just be some kind of preset that you put in. Easy
Yep.
peasy.
I think that's actually what station keeping is.
Okay. All right. So you all start progressing north. You guys at jogging pace or walking pace?
Depends on Peg Leg Pete and One Arm Sally back there.
We could jog. Worst case scenario, I just pick his ass up.
Sounds good.
All right. You guys jog the very short 50 meters to the substation entrance. It's a sturdy metal door. The structure itself it looks a little beat up, as if maybe like a hover car might have crashed into it at one point, but it is intact otherwise.
Does this door open easily?
Give the handle a jiggle. What happens?
Snaps it off.
If the
Alright.
door doesn't open easily, I'm gonna kick it in.
Alright, the door does not open when you jiggle the handle.
I am gonna kick it in.
Alright, give me a punch strength skill check.
You're gonna break the car.
Break the door and the friggin' slab it came on.
This isn't a car, it's a little building.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, single kick, you just knock the entire thing off of its hinges, and it just tumbles downstairs with this loud, panging echo. It's an all-metal staircase.
There's a word for this situation, isn't it? Like abracadabra or something? Oh well,
Give me a
I got
no.
it
Open
good.
sesame. I believe you're looking for open sesame.
Ah yeah, I heard they say that on some distant planet in the past.
Both you two shut up. Let's get moving.
Married couple is having a little tiff. Alright. Party descends down the stairs. There is no light inside. Pitch black.
I have a flashlight.
Excellent. That's at least one flashlight, and that's probably good enough. So, the service tunnel itself is only wide enough for about maybe 2 people shoulder to shoulder to pass down.
Ladies first. Gesture to Meg.
Nope, I'm alive long enough because I am not the first guy through.
I'd suggest the guy with the flashlight goes first, to be fair.
Alright.
Alright, Freeman, as you take point, your flashlight illuminates, I think it's something like 100 or 50 or 100 meters out in front of you, but that doesn't matter because your flashlight doesn't illuminate the end of the tunnel, suggesting that this tunnel goes on for a significant distance. As you guys walk along, there's a variety of service pipes, wires, connections. There are overhead lights as well, but they are not running.
Any sign of a light switch?
Not that you can tell.
Okay.
So this is one of the worst things that can happen to a soldier. I finally got tunnel vision.
Oh god, what am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you, Edmon?
I know, I should pipe down.
Rocks fall, everybody does. Alright. As you guys walk along this tunnel, probably about maybe 300 meters in maybe some kind of awkward silence or something, you start seeing a small orange light up ahead.
How far ahead?
It's difficult to tell, but let's go with maybe 4 or 5 times the distance of your flashlight. It's a very dim orange light, so it's only about now that you're seeing it.
I stop. I motion for Morius to move up. How far is the range on your scope?
On my scope,
Yeah, your rifle.
the rifle itself, the range is 1 kilometer.
With the scope.
This probably, well, I mean, depending on magnification, probably can see up to 2,000 meters
You get a better.
to some extent.
Think you can get a better look at what the light is from here.
I can. I'll stow my rifle and ready my sniper then,
Here through
and
the scope.
look down. No, I was just stow my mag rifle and pull out the sniper rifle itself, not just a scope. And I'll
Okay.
aim it down.
All right. So as you look through the scope, the orange light that's ahead, now that you're getting a better view of it, it's flickering. It seems like it's some kind of... it reminds you of a fire. There is a hole as well in the tunnel. It's able to illuminate some of the same piping along the side, piping, wires, etc., that you've seen throughout the rest of the tunnel from Freeman's flashlight.
Some sort of hole. I can't make out any more details about the hole from here.
Okay.
Does anyone know what this
I mean,
tunnel was meant to
that was
carry
kind of
again?
a question for the DM.
What about questions for the DM?
If I could make out any more details about the hole or this thing that looked like a hole.
Not really. The light's very soft. It's a warm color, but soft, and as a result, the image kind of comes in a little fuzzy. It's difficult to
Okay.
get the focus right, especially with the flickering. But you definitely think it's coming from a fire. But
And how
not
far away is that?
It's roughly 200 to 400 meters away.
Oh, okay.
Relatively close to you guys.
Is
Well,
my comm pad working?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna call it Macarius.
All right.
You gonna do what now?
making a phone call.
Pull something up real quick. All right. Call it Macarius, and you hear a gruff old voice on the other side. Hello?
Macarius, I need you to prep the ship. We're gonna have guests.
Uh-oh. Going on out there?
It's a long story. When's the last time you saw Dwayne?
He came back scratching his cock like 3 hours ago. I don't know.
Alright, good. Just make sure the ship's ready. We're gonna need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Aye, aye. He hangs up.
Alright then. Forward.
Forward.
Onwards to glory.
All right, as you guys continue along the tunnel, Timothy, as you wonder to yourself what the tunnel was used for, you have a suspicion that it was probably a sort of maintenance tunnel. The highway itself isn't always a physical object like asphalt or concrete or something. There are certain sections that are sort of like a hardened electromagnetic emission that allows hover cars to pass over it. So it is very likely that these are maintenance tunnels that may lead to some of those substations that power the use of these highways. But as you guys get closer and closer to the hole, you notice it's about a 5-foot gap with a large hole and a very small section on the left that you could probably press your body against and cross. Otherwise, approaching the hole, you notice it is a direct hole down to the surface. It is about a 20-story drop at this point, and you notice that the soft orange light that's kind of reminiscent of a fire is because of burning vehicles and buildings underneath this section of the highway.
Hmm.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's not good.
You don't hear any gunfire, but there are some small explosions that might be from pressurized gas canisters or whatever. Batteries exploding, etc.
Anyone bring a rope?
Nope.
Oh,
That's a no from me.
Ah, well, that's good. How big's this hole again? 5 foot.
Yes, you
5
have
feet
a
across.
5-foot gap with a small ledge on the left side. that you could, what is it, siddle? I think that's the term.
Subtle.
Siddle? Siddling?
Sizzling.
Basically, press your body against the side and move along side to side.
Hi, who wants to be first?
Sidle, maybe? S-I-D-L-E. That's the term. I remember it from Wind Waker.
I've heard that term.
I'll go first.
Wait, I have an idea.
I won't go first.
How long is your sniper rifle? It's like an army grade sniper rifle, right? They can be used as posts in an emergency without taking damage, typically. If it's a military grade sniper rifle.
It is.
Is it at least 6 foot long? 5 foot long?
That
Most are
sniper
barely
rifle
4.
picture that you showed me a while back.
Yeah.
How long is that, roughly?
That's exactly what I'm trying to find.
What model is it?
It's the one from Halo. Picture I sent
Oh,
them.
you went with the Halo. You went with fantasy shit. That's gonna be like 6-7 feet long.
Excellent.
So rate of fire. There's an ammunition type. There's ammo. There's damaged. Oh, length. 65.4 inches.
Yeah, that's
So that's just
almost
over
5.5
5 foot.
feet. Yeah,
Does it reach across the gap?
it does, with a couple inches to spare on both sides.
We use your rifle as a bracer just for our arms, then we can use the floor plate to move across the side of the pipe while using the rifle to shuffle along with our arms. It should be relatively simple.
I'm so hesitant about this. because
Military
one, it's
weapons
my
are designed
rifle.
for this. It will be fine. Nothing will happen to your weapon.
That is your baby, after all.
Yeah.
You want to take a 20-foot plunge? make a
20
decision.
Yeah, 20 story.
It's more like 200 feet.
Yeah, roughly.
If you break it, the 20-story plunge is going to be the least of your problems.
It'll be fine. We're not putting any weight on it. We're just using it to push our hands against to give ourselves stability. All the weight is going to be on the walkway.
I guess fine, but I'll go first.
So actually,
Alright.
if I go first, I demonstrate the technique to all of you. Make sense?
Yeah, I just better hope you don't cave in the bloody walkway.
Okay, so you just hold the rifle, and I show holding the rifle at both ends, and then just push the rifle against the gap, and then shuffle your feet along the side of the pipe, while maintaining your hand position on the weapon. And then as I get to the other side, I just throw the rifle back to Velik. Presuming that the GM doesn't intervene here and break the rifle and kill my ass.
Do you
The,
let
the
Timothy...
rifle is longer than the gap itself, though. So
Yes, it is. Yeah. So do you let
I'll-
Timothy go first?
I'll leave it on safety and remove the bullet that was left in it,
Okay.
and then I'll hand it over.
All right, Timothy. Now to
Okay.
put your plan in action.
Yes, of course. That is exactly what I will do.
All right, so you brace the rifle, and you start moving along. It's going smoothly. However, your arm hurts.
Oh shit.
Give me a physical saving throw.
Oh boy. Don't do this to me. And him. But mostly me.
More concerned about your weapon.
Yes!
Yes!
So, your arm gives out. The one that was shot. I don't remember if it was left or right, but it doesn't matter. You can pick. So, as your arm gives out from just not pain, but the muscle itself is damaged and it's causing you to. It's sapping your strength out of your arm. You lose your grip and you fall forward. You smash your head against the rifle. Don't damage the rifle, at least anybody can notice, but you do have a noticeable welt on your head now. You're able to regain your footing, or I should say handing, on the rifle again and continue along, but you took a point of damage.
Huh. It's like riding a bike.
Is there like a circle spot in his forehead now?
You see a clear impression of part of the receiver on his forehead.
Well, that was easy.
You're a little woozy.
Yeah.
Still have all your faculties, but
Yeah.
that was a heck of a hit.
How much hit points do you have now?
2. Well, to be fair, none of you have been shot in the arm, so if I could do it with a serious arm injury, any of you can do it.
Feel slightly nauseous.
Okay. I'll wait until I stop feeling nauseous before I throw the rifle back across the gap.
Alright. You give yourself a
More or
moment.
less throw, more like hand it over.
Yeah, I mean it's not far.
No, it's not. Alright, so you hand the rifle over and you just
I'll go second.
Alright. So since you have no injuries yourself,
Yeah, no.
you're able to make it across. Who's gonna go next?
Freeman.
Alright.
Well,
Or wait.
no, Sam is injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can assist in getting Sam on the other side?
We have people on both sides of the gap
Yeah,
now, so
yeah,
we
as
can
well.
just ferry
Yeah.
him across and leave someone who's physically able to be last.
I'm broken. Thanks to
Freeman
the
goes
squiz.
last then.
I'll go last, yeah.
You just gotta bruise, you big baby.
I like how he
Luchi's broke
compares
my
his
shoulder.
bruise to my gunshot injury.
If I go over to your gunshot wound, is there like a straight hole all the way through your arm?
You covered it with bandages, but
Oh.
there is.
But yeah, it's through and through.
There's.
I could put my finger through it and like wiggle.
You
Look
could.
around a
I
little
mean,
bit.
I mean, like the flesh closes around it,
Oh.
kind of. Yeah, kind of like a fleshlight. So you know.
Oh, okay.
You
The
could,
children!
Uh
you could try, but then I
Demonetized.
would see how well your head fits in my hand.
oh. Oh, that's a good time. Arm job and a hand job. All right, so you guys are able to ferry Sam across with no issues. Sam, you have to put a little bit more weight on that bum foot, and it hurts like a bitch, but you're fine otherwise. You didn't slam your head into the receiver either. All right, Freeman or Dash? Who's going next?
I'll go.
All right. Dash, you cross over with no issues. Your shoulder tingles.
And I'll go.
Yep, you cross as well with no issues.
Okay.
You were all able to get a nice view of the ground below you, though. Some of you could see what looked like some bodies laying on the ground. All right.
Wonderful.
Once
Continuing-
everyone's on the other side, I load my rifle again.
All
With
right.
Is it damaged?
Does it look damaged?
A quick inspection under Freeman's flashlight shows no visible damage.
I know this weapon. It's kind of like an extension of myself
Some specks
to
of
some
blood and
extent.
maybe what looks like hair,
Brain matter.
skin. You know,
Brain matter.
yeah.
I don't think it was quite that severe.
Incredibly thick skull.
Bone chip. There you go. All right. So yeah, there is no visible damage to your rifle, and you do some quick checks, and it appears fine. All the actions are working fine.
See? Told you.
True test will come if I have to shoot someone.
Oh crap, it's a micron off. Look what you did.
Yeah, things that are damaged, Timothy.
Alright, after Timothy gives himself a moment to keep his lunch inside of him, you all start moving along the tunnel. You see a faint white light up ahead that appears to be blinking.
A light, the blinking light.
Yep, it's about, let's say, another 400 meters.
Oh, the dead relatives beckoning me.
What color?
It's like a white.
Does it look? Is it coming from up top or the sides?
You're not quite sure.
Okay.
You want to scope this light out as well?
Morris.
Don't want to take these threats too lightly.
Aha. You there, Valak?
Yeah. I was reading something else. Sorry.
A-okay. So the group wants you to scope out the light that's further ahead.
Oh, okay. I'll do it. I'll scope the light.
Alright, you take a look again, and you can clearly see what looks something like a fluorescent lamp above, flickering in and out. There's more fluorescent lamps further along on the ceiling, and it appears that the rest of the tunnel should have power.
Yay, we're nearly at the spaceport.
So kind of like maybe the gap in the tunnel cut out some power lines of some sort.
Quite possible.
Maybe.
Also, yeah. We'll keep an eye.
Alright, so everybody continues along. Eventually, you come to an end of the tunnel that just has a staircase leading up. There are no signs on it. Oh, there is, but it's something that you guys don't necessarily know because you're not substation workers. It's like substation 32A.
Oh, no pictures.
Nope.
I noticed Commando staring at the sign, and I say, "Stop staring."
Rude.
Would I have seen a corresponding substation 32A sign on my way out of the spaceport?
I'm sorry, what?
Not
What do you see?
likely.
Okay.
It would be kind of like remembering what highway mile marker you just passed by.
Alright.
They're there, but you don't really look at them.
Well, upwards then.
So leading the way, Freeman.
Yeah. Actually, okay, before we go, two things. One, Dash, you probably ought to put some sort of hood or like a hood on. Keep yourself from being too recognized. And, does Morius's armor have any mercenary insignias on it?
It has some small patches. It can be whatever insignia that you want it to be, Vela.
Mm-hmm.
Odds are you probably ought to cut those off and store them.
Patches are removable.
Yeah. Just take them off and stick them in your pocket for now.
Alright, patches get ripped off.
The silent way to remove Velcro is just to scream over it.
Yeah. You ever like tried to remove a Velcro patch slowly in like the middle of the woods or something
10
with
times
like
worse.
7
Oh,
other
God.
blokes and all you can hear is it's like the loudest sound on earth.
Yeah, I'll remove the patches. Anything that could make me recognizable as a mercenary.
Yeah, like your fucking combat armor.
Combat armor is
Okay, besides the
the
combat
thing.
armor.
The patches that
Yeah, so you just take off any insignias.
yeah.
Okay. Does Dash have some kind of face covering? Or
I sent a,
Give me 1 second.
I sent
a
I was gonna hit
picture.
about that.
I sent a picture of the patch on TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
Nobody in the video is going to be able to see it unless Hippo you
oh,
show it.
Is that the patch there? Because
Yeah,
I can
that's
just
the patch.
open the link if there's nothing else on it.
Oh yeah, that's the image itself. Like,
Yeah, it's just the image.
There we go. For the viewing audience, it's the patch.
yes. Those recognize it. Props to you.
Nope. Like
It's
one
beyond mine.
person who is like watching this video who's not Hippo.
Okay.
Alright, so identifying material was removed off of Morius. Dash, you wish to cover your face.
Well, that's it. That's what I'm asking about, because those are the 3 things that I wanted. Boo!
Good luck.
Would I have something like a balaclava on me?
Yeah.
I kind of want to say no.
Can I just like pop the collar up on my jacket and like?
Yeah, I'm going to say
Shrunk down.
no because I want to see what you guys do to improvise.
Hey, Doc, you got some bandages?
How far do I have to go?
I mean, I have a bunch
So
of
do you have
bandages.
extra bandages?
So,
Yeah.
the only thing that they know about us is what our faces look like, right?
Mummify me.
Like,
the
keep in
idea I
mind.
had is take the bloody bandages from Timothy's arm, put them on
No.
Dash.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Make it look at his
No.
face
No.
injured.
Dash.
Talk about AIDS.
You
I just,
fucking
like-
wuss.
I just reach my hands into the you know, like the black like grease that's been used on all the maintenance ducts, and just paint my face completely black.
Oh, so we're a racist now. On blackface. Real classy.
So, unless anyone has any better suggestions, there I see 2 options. One, we cover your face with bandages.
Yep. Clean bandages. Thank
yeah.
you.
Okay. Well, was that or none of you have actually asked what exactly I was a doctor of.
Rectology.
Or we ask Timothy to wreck it so hard until it's unrecognizable.
I'm gonna wreck it.
Well, that's kind of my.
Discount Ralph.
What kind of doctor are you again?
Rectal.
Basically, my clientele is, generally speaking, higher and high paying. Usually high paying, but
I mean,
most
doctors
common
are
thing I do
expensive,
is-
but what do you do?
I don't know exactly how to describe it. So basically, face off.
Plastic surgeon.
Very heavy.
Perform facial transplants.
Yes,
He's a
that's my.
re-identifier.
Yeah,
Okay, so you remove Dash's face.
that's the other option. Of course, I don't have any replacements on me, so.
We'll just
Just
use
put some
this.
bandages. And
Yeah,
if
at this
they ask
point,
what's
either
under,
way, you're
just
gonna
show,
end
like,
up
the
in bandages.
meaty,
So,
spooky skeleton. Then I'll scare him off.
Come on, boys,
Yes,
just
sir.
grease your face like me. Come on. Could be a troop.
I mean,
I
apart
also
from
don't know how to-
you and Dash, none of us
I-
have had their faces on.
I turned to Timothy. I also know how to remove vocal cords, so
Keep
just
that in mind for
focus.
later. But let's not go with that for now.
yeah.
Alright, Dash,
Uh,
you're gonna turn into the Invisible Man?
Yeah.
I
That's
give
what
I
we'll
give
do.
him some clean. I just take the roll of clean
Call me
roll
Kevin
of clean
Bacon.
bandages out of my bag.
Okay, so we have a military guy with face paint that looks like he might be, he might fit in around here with all the military people wandering around everywhere. And we have the mummy. Who is more conspicuous?
Okay.
No,
well,
I'm not wrapping my entire face. I'm gonna like bandage around the eye, kind of thing. Like I was injured in the fucking violence going on.
Yeah.
Alright, disguise is all set.
I also, I would have like a small knife or a scalpel on me. Yeah, probably.
I'd say you have, like, very Yeah, yeah. You have some small tools, you know.
Um, I nick Dash's cheek,
Yep,
scalpel,
that's fine.
All right.
and I take a
Thanks.
little bit of the grease from the sides of the tunnel and put a little bit of smudging on him. But
Thanks, Dr. Kevorkian.
Dash looks
Hey.
cute as a button.
hey, you want to stay? Hey, you want to? Would you rather be arrested?
I suppose not. All right, let's get moving.
All right.
All right. Han
Also-
Solo and Chewbacca have been all dolled up for the big gala.
I'll also go and take the time to replace Sam and Timothy's bandages,
All
so
right.
they're a bit cleaner.
Fresh bandages for everybody.
Yeah.
So, ascending the stairs now. The door on the at the top of the stairs is also locked.
Oh, I love this.
I steps it. Would you like to do
Gonna
the
wreck
honors?
it, Ralph?
Actually, it's probably not such a good idea. We don't know what's on the other side. There could be like
He-
anyone in the spaceport. So maybe one of you fine chaps could get this one open. What? You weren't expecting me to make sense?
No, that is actually
particularly.
surprising.
I
Why are you
was in the
speaking like
army,
three-word sentences.
and I had to go and kill people for a living. You don't get that done if you break the house down before they, are aware that you're there.
If you bring
Right?
the house off on top of them, they kill the people.
Well, I don't have anything that can open it other than a gunshot, and we don't want that right now.
Okay, alright. Before we start getting too smart here, I'm just going to check if the door is actually locked.
Door is locked.
Yes, I
Okay.
stated that.
Captain Obvious.
What is this
Could
door
I-
made from?
What is it made out of? Some kind of metal material.
Ugh.
Looks to
The-
be about
the
the
lock-
same door that you kicked down before.
Could I try to unlock it with my Metatool?
Yes, you can.
I'll try that.
Give me a fix intelligence check.
Oh boy. Fix intelligence.
All right, yeah, you're able to
Seven.
pop it open. I think the meta tool also gives you a modifier on that, but we can look it up later. But yeah, you're able to pop the lock open. Just a simple application of a torsion wrench and a very thin needle, and it's just a basic tumbler lock. Technology hasn't really changed for locks unless it's a card reader. So lock pops open. You're able to open the door handle. Morius, as you open it, you notice that it's very smoky outside, but you can clearly see what looks like to be large blast walls that surround the spaceport.
Are we on the outside or the
Sweet.
inside?
Sounds like
Inside.
I'm on the inside.
Okay. Outside?
Yeah, the blast wall is like the outer perimeter wall.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but we're seeing it from the outside.
Yes.
Excellent. Now we are just gotta get inside.
All right. Everybody leaves the maintenance tunnel.
And we
This
close it
is
behind
like
us.
a tiny little substation compound at what looks like to be some kind of a. It's a sort of. Let's go with like a rotary roundabout, whatever it is in your local language. And this is where traffic that comes in from the northbound lane from the highway circles around and starts heading back south, unless they take one of the offshoots that lead towards either the spaceport or various districts around. So you're in a little substation that's situated in the middle of this this rotary roundabout, and there are bumper-to-bumper cars. You hear horns going off, people yelling. People are loading luggage off of their cars onto the sidewalks. People trying to bring whatever possessions they can with them.
Okay, we going in?
Yeah,
Is there an obvious route into the spaceport from where we are?
I ask, turn to Sam, but you think you can get us to your ship from here, Captain?
The answer is yes.
Yes.
There is a main entrance.
Are there guards posted?
From what you guys can see, you don't see anybody that looks to be of any authority figure, but there is a lot of people and chaos
Okay. So we can just slip through. Well, shall we?
We shall.
All right. Group starts moving through. It's your standard gaggle of people that have the means of obtaining maybe some kind of orbital refuge, or they know somebody with a spaceship, or they are trying to get on maybe one of the few crowded passenger ships that leave from the spaceport. So as you're walking through, you hear like children crying because they're upset. Men and women all yelling at each other, pushing each other aside and stuff, maybe trying to get to a ticket counter. As you guys walk along the side of the building, following the signs that lead to the main gate, you do start noticing some security guards here and there. They're wearing white button-down shirts with black ties. They have little security hats on them. And from what you guys can tell, they carry some kind of sidearm. But otherwise, they don't appear to be much more imposing than any old police officer wandering along the street.
Also, I'll make sure to stow my sniper rifle.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Right.
It's almost as tall as you.
I'm not sure exactly how I was carrying it before.
I know, I was just thinking about that.
On your
I think when you
back.
stow it away, we can say that there are elements of it that can be deconstructed, so you can take
Probably
off...
the barrels, isn't the longest part.
Yeah, the barrel should be detachable, and
Maybe the stock.
the stock can probably be folded back. So, alright, yeah, it can fold down to an appreciable size that's only a little bit longer than your backpack. But it doesn't look like a, you know, like a 5-foot monstrosity strapped to your back.
I'm gonna make sure my pistol's concealed.
Alright.
Same. I can conceal mine.
I mean,
Alright.
mine isn't as... My mag pistol wasn't exactly concealed. But, I'm in combat gear anyway.
Yeah. I put mine in my holster and overcoat, and I put my coat over. Well, my coat probably already was, but yeah.
He unscrews his hands from his wrists and hides them in his jacket pockets.
I can make that happen.
You hide in your wrists. You hide in your weapons, Dash?
My stuff actually should already be hidden.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Yours are concealed,
Yeah.
are stowed, actually. That's right.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, you don't have anything to hide already. Alright, so you guys start approaching the main gate, which is, Sam, that's really the only way that you know in and out of the spaceport, because that's just how you do it. Unless you go... There is a cargo area, but it's more of you only send cargo through. No people necessarily go through. So, you guys approach the main gate. There are some guards checking people's passes. Seeing whether or not they have a ship stationed here, or if they are going to be boarding a passenger ship.
I walk up to the guards. and I
Before he
say,
does that, hold.
Oh,
Please.
okay, alright.
Has my drone picked up any increased security of any kind?
Nothing of the kind that you were looking for.
Well, what has it picked
Excellent.
up in that case?
There might have been some more security guards, but they're like these rent-a-cop guys.
Okay.
And they're just trying to maintain order in this chaos.
Yeah, excellent. So I
Yeah,
want to approach the
we
guards.
can retcon that you've retrieved your drone by now.
And
Alright,
turn
go
to
ahead, Edmon.
I approach the guards, and I say, "Let us through, military business." And I make the well-known offensive / not offensive religious gesture that every rank soldier knows to say, as if don't fuck with us.
Give me a connect charisma check.
Any modifier since I'm born here?
Nope.
I'll be back in a second. accidentally
Oh,
nicked my
boy.
finger.
They give you
Oh,
this
boy.
weird look.
You fucked up.
Uh, you kind of notice these two security guards you're talking to. One of them appears to be young, and it looks like his belt is on the last loop. He's so skinny that it just seems like his clothes are just going to fall off of him. And in stark contrast is this older, very obese man that looks like the buttons are going to pop off of his white button down. And yeah, they just give you like this weird look, like, what?
Jesus.
What do you mean? What do you mean, military business?
I'm gonna
Jesus.
intervene.
Oh, man. Gunning.
Ignore him. I'm just picking up injured. I'm my ship, the Sultan. I should have a pass, right?
Yeah, you do.
I'm just gonna show him the pass and tell him we're just transporting injured out.
All right, you show them your station pass, and they open the little gate in front of you that wouldn't stop anybody from just jumping over the gate. Looks nice. The skinny kid goes, I need to actually try a cracked voice here. Here you go, sir. Thank you for staying.
Where do they find these guys? Jesus.
Thanks. Stay safe. All right.
Yeah, you too.
I look a little squeezed. I'm like, didn't you squeeze him out of your ass this morning?
Apparently.
You have a suspicion that these people have probably never seen anything more actiony than maybe like shoplifting. Never mind military combat, or order, or training, or movies.
Or anything to do with the culture of the planet they're on.
So it's not a militaristic culture. It's a pretty religious-centered one. It's just that the military and the police there are heavily militarized.
Okay.
Yeah, the general population, for the most part, is just pious, usually.
Because plan B was I was going to grab their heads and bang them together.
Now, plan B was me talking them down because I can talk to people and you can't.
Hey,
Well,
this is my
that-
planet. I should know how to talk to people.
No, you know how to talk to military people.
People, yeah.
And even
Charisma check.
Even then.
Me talk good. Me reason well.
Right?
yes, Mr. President.
All right, so all five of you get past the checkpoint without any just any problems. Timothy and Dash, the two guards kind of look at you funny. Timothy, because your face is covered in grease. They obviously don't recognize you because it's just dripping with this
He's playing
black
blackface.
oozy grease. Yeah. But they give you like a little bit more of a sideways glance, Dash. You don't see the spark of recognition in their eyes, but they're still kind of like, huh. So, you all make it through the spaceport relatively alright. It's there's less chaos now, but there's still like some instances of, very frustrated, hurried people trying to load in whatever possessions they could carry. These appear to be more well-to-do people. They're bringing what look like expensive-looking suitcases with them, other luggage. Some of them are bringing maybe like something like a valuable heirloom or something. Think of people like trying to leave. I don't know if any of you have played BioShock Infinite.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, when all the people are like trying to get onto airships while the rebels are attacking.
Yep.
That, yeah, except space. So, all right, Dock 4A is where the Sultan is currently moored.
The Sultan.
The Sultan.
It's called
takes
the
you-
Sultan.
Takes you about 10 minutes to get through the spaceport, dodging various machinery and loading equipment, and you reach the Sultan.
It's called the Sultan?
Jesus
Like,
fuck.
who is the captain, Aladdin? No one gets that joke.
Yeah, I get it.
No,
I'm
we
just
got
waiting
it.
for
It just wasn't
Sunstorm to
funny.
say something.
Sure, let's go with that.
I thought you were the captain.
I am.
Well, we better get aboard your magic carpet.
This is an image that is representative of what it looks like.
I just put it on the screen.
Oh,
It has
dangerous.
to load up.
Hey,
Guys, just- You guys can just click a link. I'm gonna assume it's relatively the same color scheme.
Yeah.
Alright, just so you see this tan ship with orange stripes along the edge of it.
Bright fucking pink.
Is that pink?
No.
I can't
No,
believe
it's-
such a cool looking ship has got such a stupid name. And I say that out loud.
Quick question: how many spoilers does it have? Because those are important on spaceships.
It's got go faster stripes.
It has across the back the plot twist from episode 5.
I think it should have mud flaps on the bottom.
Moving on.
Alright. As you enter your docking bay, which is massive because you have a frigate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a frigate-sized
So childish.
docking bay, as your ship is currently in a vertical position. Not vertical, let's go with 45-degree incline. You see Dwayne on the outside. He's pushing away some kind of grav loader. Are you gonna say hi to him?
No.
Well, I don't know him, so I'm not going to say anything.
I'm talking to Sunstorm.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Dwayne! Hey!
Captain! Welcome back! He scratches his crotch.
I've
great time
realigned the
here.
warp
Let's get the
coils,
fuck out of here.
Captain.
What did you say, Edmon?
I've realigned the warp coils, Captain. Is that what you were going for? Down in engineering 30 years ago. We had real sci-fi back then.
First blackface, now you're making fun of the Scots. You're fucking racist. Jesus.
Not Scottish, he's black.
So you can't be both.
Moving swiftly
I'm a
on.
one-eyed Scottish cyclops. Ah! I think this is black Scottish cyclops. Yeah. Guys, some more. I can't do it well, but anyways, no, he's like North African descent or something.
What the fuck's that accent?
I don't know. I'm just
We'll
coming
go
up
with
with
or
different ones.
something.
I don't know African accents. I say in a Boston accent. Slightly.
Is that the last of the cargo?
That's it, Captain.
Alright, good. I want to get off of here as soon as possible.
Me too. I didn't pay her.
Yeah, what's the progress? Has Macarius reported in yet?
Has the weapon supported in?
Has Macarius reported in yet?
All engines are ready, and they can be fired at any moment. We are currently fueled. Fuel bunk is full. We have enough for 2 jumps. If you really want to get out.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Dwayne starts running up the ramp towards the service access that leads more towards the engine room.
Well, all aboard.
All right. Everybody loads in.
Loading screen.
Loading screen. What loading screen?
You haven't been paying attention at all, Roll20, have you?
Oh, Jesus.
What?
My artwork!
Oh, you children.
Yep.
I thought the
You have
loading
a
screen
nice
was
clean
a
bedroom and you just
bit of
write all
brilliance.
over the walls. Alright. So. Sunstorm, go ahead and describe the interior of your ship. Maybe I'll change this background one day.
Okay, so it's a very... It's, a very... Shit.
What the
Um,
fuck? This is the
I'm
most
a-
painful description of a ship I've ever heard in my life.
I actually hadn't put thought into the interior.
I sent you something as well.
It's very, very, very mauve.
Alright, there's a singular hallway as you head in. Most of the ship is built around it. And, it's got rooms branching off. Engine rooms toward the back, maintenance hatches towards the, on the nacelles that head towards the nacelles. And, various crew quarters as you head forward. Armory and the med bay are across from each other as you head toward the bridge. And the bridge has the standard amenities.
Something like that.
Yeah, roughly. Cargo bay is towards the, is a deck lower.
Alright. Anything else?
Baron von Fun Killer.
And the shuttle bay. The shuttle bay is just off the cargo bay.
As you all load onto the ship, the rest of the crew that isn't Dwayne or Makarios are standing, watching their new guests load on. There is a total of... Alright, 6 people are watching the party board the ship. Sam, as you load on, Constanza is looking at you, and she gives you just a raised eyebrow, and her arms are crossed, but her fingers flay out, like she's giving you like what the hell is this look.
I'm just gonna whisper, I know, and say, hello. Everyone, this is Constanza. Constanza, say hello.
Constanza says nothing. Very stones. Kind of a sour expression on her face.
Honestly, I expected her to flip him off.
Oh, she's not rude. Jeez. What am I saying? She's incredibly fucking rude. She's not that rude to people she don't know, unless they do something dumb.
So, has this ship got a med bay? Or
Yes,
a
just
medicine
across from the
cabinet?
armory.
Yeah, I'm not gonna know where there is, dumbass.
But I recommend we depart as quickly as possible.
Yes, also that.
Yes.
I will make my way to the med bay.
Alright,
I'll make my way to the armory. Because I have nothing else to do.
He's gonna go and polish his precious gun that we had to use for 5 minutes.
Yes.
This
Also-
older-looking man introduces himself as Uritz. He leads the tall-looking beefcake man with the hole in his arm towards to the med bay. You follow them as well, Dr. Freeman. Inquiring about an armory. This I gotta reread the descriptions because I don't really remember them. Blah, blah, blah. This short, middle-aged man approaches you, Morius, and he smells like burning electrical components.
Like, boy.
What armory? We got one. Follow me. You follow him to
What a
another
nice person.
another room. Yeah, he smells like an electrical fire. Not really quite sure why.
Yeah, that's Teddy. He's always like that.
Alright, and the rest of the crew, which a lot of them are the new people, Sam, Vidora, Astein, and Avantika are just kind of watching on, kind of giving you like this wide-eyed but slightly glossed over look of like, we suppose there's something that we should be doing, but we don't know what.
All right.
What's your character name again, Commando?
Dr. Freeman.
Dr. Gordon Freeman.
Yes.
Ah, that's why I
Gordon
couldn't
Ramsay.
remember it. I forgot about Freeman.
Copyright strike.
Uh-oh. Have to sing our anti-copyright song. That'll stop him.
I think that's not a song.
Do you want to genuinely know what the instant copyright song is? It's the "Happy Birthday to You" song. YouTube has gotten so good at detecting it, and apparently it's copyrighted in America, not in the rest of the planet, because in the rest of the planet copyright ends at some point, but in America it goes on forever.
Yeah, something like that.
It is death of the first copyright plus 70 years unless somebody renews it.
That's 50 years.
until Disney extends it for another 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 50, and then Disney keeps extending it.
All right. Avantika, head up to the bridge, radio the control tower, make sure there's not going to be any holdups for the launch. Eistin, go find Makarios, make sure we're ready to get out of here. And Vidura, make sure nobody takes anything.
Vidura chuckles, and the other two scurry along. Avantika heads towards the bridge, and Aistin starts climbing down one of the maintenance hatches that lead towards the engine room, or part of it, where Makarios might be. On your comm pad, Makarios confirms that the engine is ready to go. Dwayne shut the door behind everybody. Gives you a thumbs up, letting you know that most of the connections outside are currently detached.
Me and Commando are sorting out my injury in the medi bay right now. We're using the Roll20 area.
All right. Pretty standard. You don't have to roll anything, especially since you have time. But all right. Otherwise, it's time to get out of the spaceport. Avantika lets you know that the exit tube is currently clear, and you're free to leave at any time within the next 3 minutes before your position is forfeited in the queue.
I look at Commando and I say, Freeman.
Mm-hmm.
You think about spaceports? So they're not dump trucks. They're a series of tubes.
I give him a dose of anesthetics.
Give me a heal intelligence check. Timothy, you find yourself repeating the last line you say, but you say it's a series of pubes. Things are starting to get a little fuzzy.
I approve of this revisionist history.
All right, Sunstorm, you take your position at the. I assume you pilot, mostly. Yeah, you are. That's right. Dwayne is your secondary for the off shifts.
First officer.
Actually, I'm gonna have Dwayne launch us. I need to get my foot looked at.
Okay, sounds
I
great.
dare him to boost through the slot.
Dwayne, in his orange Hawaiian shirt, which I forgot to mention, it is very apparent that it is a Hawaiian shirt.
It was very orange.
Leaps into the pilot's seat. A fasten your seatbelts light, analogous to the ones on airplanes on old Earth back in the 21st century, flicks on in all of the compartments. All of the crew do not fasten their seatbelts. But it does make a nice ding. Alright. Engines start rumbling as the spike drive kicks on, and the ship starts levitating off of its support structures in the bay, and starts moving along the pipe. You are slowly picking up speed as per regulation, and eventually, through a lot of the viewports, the dark gunmetal gray appearance of these launch tubes gives way to clear open sky. It is nighttime right now, probably about 4 in the morning. It is January 1st, 3200, and the city looks like it is on fire. I wouldn't say war zone, just a lot of fires broke out. Anti-gravity measures are kicking on, so you guys are able to stay upright, in resistance or in contrast to the standard gravity of the planet. So you're all getting a sideways view of the city as you guys start ascending away from the planet's surface.
Except me.
Except you, you're laying down. That's right. Everything looks normal. Everybody else is standing sideways.
Well, he also is slowly falling into the effects of anesthesia.
Yes, everything's purple too. It's weird. Your left eye keeps closing. You use your finger to pry it open, but you just end up picking your nose.
Jesus, I haven't been able to get my chunky fingers into my face since I was like 14.
Alright. Within a matter of minutes, the frigate is outside of the planet's atmosphere in about a medium altitude orbit. I don't want to say medium Earth because that's weird. Nobody knows where Earth is. But you are currently off planet. Dash, you have a pang of memory.
Uh-oh.
Sorry?
Your goddamn gems
Yep. I was just thinking about it.
still on the planet.
Yep. That's there for next time.
Okay.
Landing would be more dangerous than not right now.
Note that in your other equipment that you have a unit of exotic jewels on Dulabi 7. I'll type out the planet name for you. In case you don't know how to spell it.
In case you do lobby for their return.
7 years.
Unless they call an early election.
Alright, so how space travel works in this is the way the spike drives function is you need to be far enough from a significant stellar body in what is known as a transitory gravitational state. So it's basically you need to be at the edge of a solar system. There are no other habitable planets in the system other than Dulabi 7, according to scan reports. So visiting other planets is not necessarily a great idea, also because I don't have them planned. So if you want to visit them sometime, I'm going to tell you now, they are just wastelands like all the planets in our solar system that aren't Earth. There are various space stations that you could visit. But otherwise, if you wanted to get out of the system, it would be a few-hour journey towards the edge of the solar system where you enter that transitory gravitational area and allow you to activate your spike drives into meta-dimensional space. What would you like to do? You also get an automated, or what is their name? One begins with an A. I'm gonna keep looking at these.
Alexa.
Avantika gives you a notification on your compad. It's a forwarded message from the Sugarakian spaceport saying thank you for your stay. There is also a second message that is encrypted, and it is also from the Sugarakian government, and it just says thanks.
So we decrypted it and we know it says thanks.
Yeah, decrypted as in like captain's eyes only type of thing.
Okay. Well, at least they were polite about it.
So you're right now in the med bay, Sam?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm like physically shattered after all of that, so I pass out on the med bay bed.
One
Alright.
of them.
Sleepy time for Timothy.
I might as well rest up too.
Yeah.
See if the bruising could go down with a nice ice pack.
You are such a wimp.
Knocked off HP.
The one that matters is the last one.
I got shot. I face planted my face into a steel bar, kicked the door off its hinges, punched 3 guys to death. Mag is like crying about a little handshake.
Shoulder shake. From the squeeze. Alright. Dwayne approaches the med bay. I got it on autopilot going to the Last Dance space station. Might want to pick up some last minute things from there, assuming the guy hasn't gone in bonkers yet. Last Dance space station is it's a play on Last Chance, and it's a semi-popular sort of like space truck stop. Got a diner, no gravity. People that live in it might be like, they're kind of like space hicks. Except there's only one left that runs the place. Not quite sure how he keeps it together.
Okay.
If we were to head out there, how far out would we be from that transitory space?
I reckon it's about another hour after the space station. Hour there, hour out.
Alright, let's do it.
Alright.
That alright with you? You guys?
Aye. Can you not fucking snore into the microphone?
I didn't hear a no.
Still trying to figure out why the small guy smells like electrical fire.
Talking to you about the weaponry on this ship, like he's absolutely fascinated by it. Talking about what is it? It's a plasma, called a plasma beam, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he keeps talking about the plasma beam on this ship and its energy output, all the little things that he gets to tinker with to make it just a little bit more deadly. You know what I'm talking about?
Could say
actually
he
kind
was
of do.
positively beaming.
I like you. What's your name?
Morias?
Rias. I like that. Good, strong name. Yeah, I'm Teddy. Teddy Eltragi. Been on this ship since, I don't know, might as well have been born on it. What do you do for a living, huh?
Unofficial military work and other things that involve shooting.
You know anything about gun emplacements?
Would I? For the GM?
Say yes.
Yes.
I got this thing in the cargo bay I want you to check out. Come with me.
No.
Starts walking out the room.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know why.
Yeah, now you know. I had to shoehorn
Took
it in
me a
somewhere. Considering all your stuff on the planet is probably burnt to a crisp. By the way, Sunstorm, you were on a hover bike in the city, correct?
Yeah, I left it behind.
Yes.
Yes,
I am going
so
to
did-
retcon and say that you have another one on the ship, and this one you have is just that you used in the city is gone.
Okay.
You'll have to
Would I
apologize
still
to
be in
Dwayne later.
range to... Oh wait, no, it doesn't matter anymore, never mind.
What's that?
I was gonna send a message to the quartermaster about the bike, but
You still have access to computer networks, like
Yeah, but the
and
whole
internet.
quartermaster is probably another issue.
Yeah, he's dead.
All right, so Teddy leads you down to the cargo bay after taking some ladders underneath the main hallway that goes through the ship. He brings you to this crate that has some strange markings on the side. It might even be a language that like you don't quite recognize. Yeah, I picked this up. Kind of like a grab bag sort of deal. And yeah, he takes a crowbar and just pries it open, and it's this folded up rail cannon assembly, just sitting in the box with a
Railgun, you
massive
mean?
amount of ammunition inside of it.
The railgun?
Yeah.
The rail cannon's a bit bigger.
Okay.
It's the mech version.
Okay.
But yeah.
Know anything
That
about
is-
this?
I actually happen to do, yes.
All right. So he sits down and he starts like just pulling out manual after manual. Like, I can't read any of this goddamn shit. Next planet we get to. Want to go on a hunting trip?
That depends. Do you plan on bringing back what you shoot at?
Do you think this thing will leave it in a piece that can be brought back?
I haven't really tried it on hunting targets, but
Sounds like a yes
Eh.
to me.
it'd be worth a find out.
He's looking at various manuals and he's like scratching his head as he looks at them. I swear you gotta be like trilingual to understand this. You pick up the manual and you notice that it is in 3 languages, but they're all the same.
Same instructions, different languages.
Same instruction, different language. This confuses Teddy.
It hurts itself in confusion.
Alright, so while you tinker away, Freeman, you're just working on the bodies and the awake body that is the captain of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Because I'm all shook up.
Sam, Constanza
Stop.
is standing in the doorway, leaning against it, just kind of like glaring at you. And she also like glares at the wound in your foot as well.
I swear he's reading something during this.
Does the med bay have a door?
Yes,
I closed the door.
she holds it open.
I know it's not. It doesn't look good.
She gives you double raised eyebrows that are indicative of like, oh really?
What's she on about?
Don't worry about it. I promise. It won't be long term.
She rolls her eyes.
What's she your ex?
What did you say, Commander?
Is she Sam's ex?
I don't. No.
She give Freeman. She gives you this like disgusted scowl.
I'm not looking at her, so I wouldn't know.
You can feel the icy stare on your
Oh.
back.
Oh Jesus! I just put a thumbs up behind my back.
Chocolate bars and protein shakes. You hear a slight murmur from Timothy on the table. He's going, Magaines. Anything you talk about in your sleep, Dash?
Nope.
Alright. Just soft snoring, and he drops the ice pack. Alright, so an hour goes by, and you start approaching the space station. Avantika relays that the ship is clear for docking on dock 6. Another frigate is currently leaving that dock as you approach, and you proceed to dock with the dock. Nothing spectacular. There's a boarding tube that approaches. The ship's computer, which is not an AI, but it is programmed to give some warning messages, does advise to be aware that there is no gravity on the space station. The sound of docking equipment touching the ship wakes you up, Dash. Does not wake up Timothy. He's fucking out of it.
And
Did I
I missed
recover
that.
any health?
No.
Boo.
Do I regain any hit points?
No.
Well,
Not
considering
yet.
that the doctor has been working on me for the last hour, do I regain any?
No.
No, it takes a lot longer than an hour to regain it points.
Yeah.
This game is not forgiving. It's a lot more realistic when it comes to regaining health and body parts.
All right. I get up and I walk towards the main hallway and I wait to see where we are and what we're doing.
Dwayne is whistling as he walks down the corridor. In his characteristic Hawaiian shirt, he goes to the rear hatch where you guys entered before, and he pops it open. Alright, a little bit of shore leave, if you call it that. Beware the owner of this place. He smells really funny, and I don't know, he might steal your kidneys or something. At least I'm convinced of it.
Because if you sell him your kidneys, you could get kidney beans.
Throw them into a kidney tree.
Jesus.
Fight the kidney giant. His castle made entirely out of kidneys.
As I walk past Dwayne, did your psychic tell you that?
It gives you like this slight chuckle, but it has a hint of nervousness in it. What do you want about this time, huh? You gonna keep giving me shit about that? Well, she's some kind of... There's a voodoo doll of me somewhere, I don't know. I always wake up scratching myself.
You want me to check it out?
No, it's fine. He scratches his crotch again.
I am a doctor.
That's okay. Maybe you need to... If I ever see her again, I'm gonna knock those false teeth right out of her head. Ugh.
Say no
just-
more.
I'll just keep going.
Macarios pops out of engineering. He knows about the... it doesn't matter. Yeah, the that's the wrong voice. Or is it? No, we want gruff old. Yep, that's engine should be running fine. Should be all set for the jump. I don't know if there's any sort of... I think we're all set on spare supplies for now, assuming it doesn't crap out on us. Where are we headed anyways?
I don't know yet. Dwayne, you got any ideas?
You're asking Dwayne, right?
Yeah.
Dwayne thinks for a moment. I'll get back to you on that one.
I'm gonna regret this. Dash? Any suggestions?
You are now on the map screen.
I found a way to entertain myself.
Looking through right now. Dwayne goes, "Oh, what about that planet that has the waves that make anti-gravity engines really screwy?" Karios gives him a sideways glance. Why do you want to
Negative
go
waves,
there?
man.
What could we possibly gain from going there in a ship that needs anti-gravity? Dwayne just kind of gives like a bit of a chuckle.
The Allen system. I think that's how you pronounce it. You guys know anything about that?
We'll go with Alendi.
Alendi.
The Alendi system is the one that has the planet with the magnetic ocean waves, as Dwayne puts it. Dwayne also thinks to himself, Pythias as the bubble city. Yeah. What do we pick up anyways for cargo? It was all just packaged away.
Oh, should be some liquor and jewels.
Macarios gives out a chuckle. We should just drink it ourselves.
It depends on the quality. If not, we can probably make a profit selling it.
Dwayne just kind of puts up his shoulders. Don't matter to me. All I know is you want to get off this planet. No other planets here. Macarios and Dwayne, they disembark and they enter the space station. As soon as they leave the doorway to the Sultan, they launch off of the floor of the space station and they start moving along in 0G.
It was only now that they truly realized the gravity of their situation.
Gravity.
Boo!
Timothy, you're out. You're on anesthetics right now.
What do we know about
Obviously,
the
out of character jokes. Come on.
what do we know about the Hesione system? I'm going to assume that's how it's pronounced.
Hesione system, I will let you know.
It's where the bloomin' tiles are.
The planet of Hestons.
The most delicious and strangest cuisine you've ever eaten.
You remember it as the Flying City planet.
Interesting.
You also remember that there are spike drive ships in the system.
The current system or the next system?
The Hesione system.
Hmm.
You look at your nav computer, which does have some previous data on Hesione 4. Hesione 6. The locals call the planet Anupama. It's kind of sparse people on the planet, but they are concentrated in various floating cities above above a very seismically unstable planet. A little tourist tidbit comes up saying that the lava flows are quite pretty this time of year. Also an ad for Viagra. Strange-looking, overweight man with balding black hair and a handlebar mustache, kind of a big nose and bushy eyebrows, is telling you to take it. It'll please the ladies.
I'm going to close that and look at the other two systems that are 2 jumps out.
Aspia
So-
and Sotelo?
Yes.
All right. So Aspia has a hospitable planet on it. That is Aspia 3. The locals know it as Fabrega. It has several million inhabitants. It has it barely has an atmosphere. Actually, doesn't really have much of one. But there are some. Your notes on it are very strange people. Have never landed there. There are spike drive ships there as well. So that's ISPS. Sotelo is. Are you? Is also just one hospitable planet. It's another one with spike drive ships. Your notes on it are so cold, people are fighting with each other.
I see how it is.
Which one? Hessian?
Yes.
Alright. Anything you want to do on the space station? As in, do you want to disembark? Same goes for the rest of the party. Sen. Lescae.
I don't need anything on this.
You gonna stay on the ship?
Yep.
Alright.
What does the medical inventory of the ship look like?
I will get back to you on that one. I believe it's a full suite of standard things.
Okay.
I should be able to get you like a heal rate as well.
Anything special I could get at the station at this station?
You open up your comm pad because it does buzz and it gives you a like a sort of like menu or whatever. You notice that it is a lot of greasy synthetic diner food, porno mags, and some like amenities. This kind of feels more like a greasy trucker motel than anything of really any worth.
Okay.
Yes, please describe the smut. The details.
There is 0G jugs. There are.
Let's not keep it. Let's keep it content violatingly bad names.
There are 3 copies of Backdoor Sluts 9, but they are all rented out currently. Waiting list is approximately 35 years. You're unsure of why that is. There is let's see, Ho-Chog's Gone Wild, and
there's a magazine called Sore Thighs, which remarkably is actually about DIY with wood.
There's also go with a couple magazines of the German chocolate pudding monthly.
Cut you right in the bright worst. It's the worst magazine you've ever seen.
Yes. You are unsure of what chocolate pudding means, unless you're sure of what chocolate pudding means. But that is the selection. There's a disclaimer on the bottom that anything returned sticky will be charged a 35 credit fee.
I think you killed him, Hippo.
I'm just gonna keep having fun with the big stick.
Okay. So let's put it this way: does anybody in the party decide to disembark?
Nope.
There be anything to hunt.
Did you?
This is a space station.
Oh, never mind then.
I was confused there for a second. I was like, what?
What side of the law you are?
I mean, you can make something to hunt.
No, I'm gonna wait until we make Planetfall. Or
Shoot Dwayne in the back.
With the railgun.
Go find the crazy solo space hick that's running the space station. Alright, so Dwayne and Macarios return. They have some, like, just cheap components or whatever. They come back after 15 minutes. Dwayne also has a very greasy looking egg sandwich. biting into it.
No.
It's not a Davia sandwich. Don't worry. It's an homage to the Davia sandwich. All right, so
for those viewers who are wondering what the fuck is Hippo talking about, it's a reference to another D&D game.
yes, good old Lieutenant Davius. All right, Dwayne closes the door behind you. Door sound. All right, everybody starts loading back in. All right, and yeah, dock decoupling happens, and the ship starts moving along. Let's take a 10-minute break here before the jump, and I will look up what that medbay does. Sound good?
All right.
Yes.
Sure.
I will be here, Edmon, if you talking to the camera.
I have no idea what to say for 10 minutes.
No, that's okay. We can talk about anything.
I like the one character at the moment that can't do anything.
Yeah, you'll wake up in a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably mid-jump or something. The jump itself, I think, is going to take like 6 days.
Hey, Doc. Doc,
Aye.
keep the malpractice to a minimum, alright?
It's not malpractice, it's anesthesia.
You know what I mean.
All right, Kevorkian.
To be fair, like, of the
My-
party, I was like the most physically tired by the end of this.
Yes. The anesthesia was just kind of to help it along.
Do you have an extended medbay or just a regular one?
I believe it's just a regular medbay.
Okay. That just basically means that you cannot heal critically injured. And an extended medbay improves those facilities, allowing for the medical treatment of up to the ship's entire maximum crew at once. That's pretty ridiculous.
That would be interesting to look into.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't need that kind of capacity on a small ship, though.
Verb.
Be right back as well.
Yeah, be right back.
Oh, I'm gonna go check on Lemon real quick.
I'm gonna get some food.
Okay, so this is me by myself for the next... Because this is me by myself for the next 5 minutes or so?
You, yourself, and you.
Me, myself, and whatever viewers were unfortunate enough to carry on watching this.
During character setup, I had asked him about like the cyberware stuff, and I never got an answer. So I didn't get my optics, I didn't get my hollow skin emitter, and I didn't get it's like an uplink directly to the drone.
To be fair, I wanted one piece of cyberware, and it wasn't that interesting, and it was denied. So I think we're just playing without cyberware.
Boo.
Unless we find like some sort of specialist place that does it. Because I had an idea that Timothy was like an especially enhanced, you know, unarmed combat soldier. So I wanted the subdermal armor, which is not the most exciting of cyber goodies.
What would you go with, the T4 or the T5 version?
T4, because we're T4. We're all T4.
Yeah.
And it's something that a highly militaristic army might fit to a particular kind of soldier, if you know what I mean. The description behind it is it's not anything exciting. It's just, you know, just under the skin, like you might insert a tattoo or whatever. Instead, they insert sort of like hardened plastic lattice kind of a thing. Just changes your armor class, basically. doesn't require any power or any technology to maintain.
Power or technology?
Are we talking about cyberware?
Beep boop. Talking to who about cyberware?
Apparently, Mag
Me.
wanted this electronic warfare character.
No, not even.
Yeah, good luck. Pretty much the only common cyberware, you could say, would be like cybernetic replacement limbs that don't do much.
Really? Not even like the eyes?
Oh. Because replacing a limb is relatively easy. You know, like we could even do it nowadays relatively easily. And it costs something like 2,500 credits. You know, but if you want stuff that actually like truly augments your body in a significant way, you know, that's something that requires a specialist. That
I'm an interstellar smuggler, though. I would have access to this kind of stuff.
yeah, good luck. About the same rarity as finding a biopsionic that can actually restore limbs. This is a very specialized thing, and you know, most worlds only have like hundreds of thousands of people, maybe millions. And there's actually like statistics for finding these people. I don't know specifically for somebody that can install stuff for you, but yeah, I kind of wanted to shy away from it just because
I could have broken it instantaneously.
it's not broken because it is actually relatively balanced, especially when it comes to system strain. You know, you are trading permanent system strain for stuff that gets put into your body. But it was more of a, you guys kind of have slightly more humble beginnings than cybernetics. You may be a smuggler, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have all the connections.
Oh, and I was hoping for him to have a Cortex bomb.
Kaboom.
Ah!
There's my
Probably talk
reference
somebody
to
into, like-
Shadowrun for the day.
I could probably talk somebody into, like, thinking that I do have, like, a bomb inside me where if I die, I take everything out within, like, a 40-kilometer radius.
I think in somewhere there's a dead man switch explosive.
Oh, yeah, I remember skimming through it and reading something like that.
Yeah, there's one somewhere.
Revenant wiring.
A mortally wounded creature at 0 hit points will die in no more than 6 rounds. They may be unconscious, screaming for their mother, trying to press vital organs back into place, or begging for mercy, but they can perform no useful actions, and their fate is sealed if no immediate aid is provided. Thanks, book. That's lovely. Holding vital organs back into place. Nice. Alright, that's for stabilization.
So this session goes on for another 50 minutes, right?
Yeah, roughly. Could go on for longer if people wanted, but you're probably getting tired.
Yeah, I am pretty tired. If we have like future situations where everybody's turned up like an hour early, if we can start slightly earlier on in those situations, that would be helpful.
Yeah, we can do that.
Since my American friends, it's a 5-hour time shift for poor Edmonds. Even the one person watching the video is probably feeling sorry for me right now.
Me?
Do you know, like, one thing that we said about recording these sessions was, like, it would be a good advertisement for Hippo to, like, use with his friends to get them into D&D, but also that people who weren't in attendance for a particular session could catch up. Mag.
I listen to them at work, but I also have that luxury of doing that.
Alright, I'm back.
So people can use them to catch up, but it's also usually not something that's like in the front of their mind.
Well, everyone's here this time, so.
Creatures that have suffered damage but have not been mortally injured regain hit points equal to their hit dice or character level after each night of good rest. Everybody's got to sleep.
So there's no difference between, getting a good night's sleep and receiving sort of medical attention while you're unconscious.
I think it more of has to do with the willingness of your body to stay upright, So receiving medical attention will, obviously like suture up the wound, help prevent it from reopening and stuff like that. But your HP is like a total sum of your, your collective strength, constitution, your ability to stay awake when you're really tired and stuff like that. So, when you go down to 0 hit points, that's pretty much like it's the last straw and you collapse, So yeah, direct medical attention doesn't necessarily do anything, except there would be kind of stickler things that I would give you, like, if you have an open wound, you're probably going to take more damage if you don't treat it,
Yeah.
Just basic things like that. So yeah, direct medical attention doesn't necessarily give you additional HP unless, you have maybe some kind of... There are some tech level 5 pharmaceuticals that will, like, actually restore tissue mass and stuff like that. But
Okay,
yeah,
I'm just going to go to the toilet quickly, so the recording is still running, obviously.
okay,
I
Alright.
just won't be here.
Okay.
whisper sweet nothings to the audience. I love you, you're doing great.
Quick, start playing copyrighted songs.
Oh god, fuck.
No,
If I
don't.
can find any. Alright, we go here, and we go to...
Born to be Wild. Wait, no. Magic Carpet Ride.
You guys hear that?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Now I can.
That's fucking terrible.
I guess that's how they got around it.
What, change it into MIDI?
There we go.
You're totally gonna like copyright striking.
Yeah.
Only if it's longer than a certain amount of time.
10 seconds is the limit.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that. Shit.
I'm gonna claim fair use. This is for academic purposes. We're learning.
So, is stupid in alignment?
No alignments in this game.
I mean, they're awful stupid paladins.
Look, I'm a changed man.
I gotta take a whiz too. I'll be right back. All right, everybody here?
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
I think Ed might still be in the lube.
So another hour passes before the Sultan reaches the outer reaches of the. God, I'm really good at reusing words. So yeah, another hour before the Sultan reaches the outer edges of the Dulabi system. Once it gets close, Dwayne and Makarios are talking to each other about engaging the spike drive, heading towards the Hesione system. Everybody starts feeling the ship start shaking. The spike drive engines engage, and very quickly enter into metadimensional space. I think most of you have been in a ship before, so it's nothing new.
Yep.
I am back.
Hello. Just entered metadimensional space.
Sweet.
Yep. So this is a known route, Sam, so you obviously gained the benefits of not having to roll anything for this particular spike jump. It is a 2-hex jump, and I believe that comes out to... You have a... What spike drive do you have? A 2?
Let me check. Yes.
Alright. Space travel... Do-do-do-do.
Do.
Requires half an hour to enter metadimensional space, which is already done. Alright. The transit time is 6 days per hex traveled, divided by the spike drill rating. Alright, so it's 2 hexes, so it's 6 days total, because it would be 12 days divided by your spike drive. So you guys have 6 days to do whatever. You may put all your hit points back, because obviously you're going to be resting.
I didn't lose any.
Sweet.
So you're all healed. Is there anything that you guys want to do in these 6 days?
Yes. Am I aware of which system the military that my homeworld hates so vehemently? Do I know where that is?
Let me pull one out of my ass for you. Hold on. While I'm doing that, does anybody else want to do something?
Physical training, gun maintenance, and other things soldiers would do on downtime.
I'm just gonna be
Sorry, go ahead,
Go ahead.
Commando.
I'm just gonna organize the med lab or the med bay to how I like it, or how it want everything set up.
And I'm just gonna rest and heal up because I got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I could do some gun training, if you know what I mean.
You're gonna oil that gun, huh?
The guns, mate, the guns.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger than your head, wider than your mum.
I'm also gonna ready up the railgun.
You know, just like put it together and stuff, and
yeah, inspect it, getting it combat ready, or anything, or just ready to operate.
So to answer your question, Timothy, the opposing entity, you could say, is from the planet Malik in a neighboring system of Dulabi. That's Mumalitis Mumu system.
Well, shit, we're going the wrong way.
Do you feel sad?
I'm gonna make a note about how sad I feel in my bio.
There you go. Is sad. Yep, so everybody's heading to the planet of Hesione. You guys can scrape together a little bit of information about Hesione. You'll be going to, well, the Hesione system. You'll be going to Hesione 6. There's a breathable mix of atmosphere, warm temperature. It is an immiscible biosphere, so basically the biosphere that's already there is not compatible with humans. Roughly 500,000 people live along a bunch of flying cities above a very seismically unstable planet. Oh, right. Any of you interact with the crew at all?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm going to talk to Avantika.
Okay. Avantika gives you a pleasant, quiet smile as she hangs out in the break room, mess, kitchen, whatever you want to call it. Galley. Is there anything I can help you with, sir?
Actually, I had just out of character here. How long has she been on the ship again?
About now, it's pretty much like 2 days.
Okay, so she's been on since about the time we landed.
Yeah, roughly. Well, yeah, let's go with a few more days extra. That she got on the... You know, you met her before you met the party and stuff like that.
Okay.
But she hasn't been on the ship for more than a week.
Alright. Now, in character, because my accents are too varied.
Non-existent.
Yeah. How are you holding up?
She gives you like this slightly puzzled look. I'm okay. Why do you ask?
I'm just checking in. Most people we have on here is, well, outside of the, the old guard, there's not much. There's a very high turnover rate.
She nods thoughtfully.
I'm just checking in.
It is appreciated.
Glad to hear it.
Most awkward conversation ever, I shout from the doorway.
She blushes slightly. I'm sorry, but I'd rather be left alone. right now.
All right.
Everything's fine. You don't need to worry about anything.
All right then. I'll be around if. Yeah. Whatever. I'm leaving.
I just laugh and I just walk down the corridor.
Yeah, you did meet her at the last dance space station before you landed on the planet, and she refused to get off the ship and go any further than the bay that you were staying in the spaceport.
Have a phone call.
All right.
How dare you? 30 minutes left to go and you've got a phone call. How dare you?
How dare you? But yeah, you can tell that she's being, pretty resistant in general. All right. You also keep getting the same, cold stares from, what's her face?
Constanza.
Yeah, Constanza.
George Costanza.
No, it's a woman. Constanza is her first name.
Does the ship have, the ability to tap into some sort of galaxy news kind of a thing? Is there, an internet for ships?
I don't remember.
Can I tune in to Galaxy News Radio?
Well, in metadimensional space, the amount of background radiation is so high, you can listen to the soft crackling of all of your antennas frying. Various electronics burning.
You can listen to the radio.
For those that are curious. Hades would get it. Hades would laugh.
I get it.
You're not laughing.
Exactly.
Got to keep that kind of joke in the background.
Yeah, I got nothing more. Alright. So, Marias, you're able to successfully assemble the entire railgun turret, including the stand that it comes with. It also does come with attachments to, so you can mount it on certain vehicles. I don't remember how many hard points it takes. I think it takes just one. Yeah, only singularity cannons take 2. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So you get the stand working. Teddy seems quite impressed. He wishes he could shoot it, but he's quite worried about damaging the hull and how mad Sam would get, and how quickly he would exit through the airlock. Let's see.
I am temporarily worried at the fact that I even considered shooting it inside the ship.
He still smells like fried electronics. Maybe it's his brain.
Has he taken a shower in the time it's taken for the trip?
You're not sure. It doesn't smell
I think
bad.
I'm off better not knowing.
Huh.
So Dwayne and Sam trade off on piloting, even though there's not really a whole lot of piloting that goes on within metadimensional space. It's just minor course adjustments as drill space does shift around, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. For this is a well-traveled route. Dulabi itself is a drill space hub that connects to a lot of these worlds. It has a relatively decent relationship with planetary governments that aren't directly next to it, unlike the Mumalitis system. So any traffic coming from Dulabi into Hesione shouldn't be subject to any sort of friction because of any maybe political affiliations necessarily. Are you back, Meg?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so I assume if you guys don't do anything else, we're just gonna go to the Hesione system.
Yeah, I wanted to investigate if there'd been any recent movements or anything of interest on Mumalitis, but I can't do that at this time.
Yeah, at the moment, nah. When you get to Hesione, you might be able to start picking up their network. See if you can get some kind of news. We're gonna go for another half hour, Meg.
Okay.
Is there anyone else on the bridge? Because I'm gonna stay with Dwayne for a bit.
We'll go with Constanza is there listening to certain systems, and the other bosun, Vidura is also there doing some minor maintenance work.
To be fair, like, oh sorry, go ahead.
You are the captain. You can tell him to scram.
Yeah. Hey, Madura.
She looks over her shoulder, slightly impatient.
Do you mind going below deck for a while, or just heading off the bridge?
Who
Take a break,
are? I
whatever.
say from the doorway. I have impeccable timing for this. It's like a neck. Then I just walk down the corridor.
Oh, I was role playing Constanza. All right, yeah. Vidura says like sure thing and just leaves. So it's you, Dwayne, and Constanza.
Have I told Dwayne about the Aventica?
Yeah, let's say it was brought up in private.
All right. Dwayne, I don't want to make it this. To be quite honest, I just wanted to get out of that system.
I don't blame you. Things really got hairy back there. What the hell happened?
From what I can tell, they used you as a bargaining chip to get me onto a military base. To haul that, what's his name? Laskay?
Wheezy guy? Yeah. Oh, he
Yeah.
had to replace 3 toilet paper rolls because of what he does to them.
Good God.
Sounds like a shitty story to me.
Yeah, they just wanted him off-world and didn't want to pay us.
Well, that's a bum deal. What was that all about, anyways?
I don't know, something about treason.
Treason? Half the planet was going through treason, it seems like. So much smoke, I'm surprised they let us take off.
Yeah, I'm just glad we got out of there in time. Got hit by an ambush on the way back to the spaceport.
Kind of ambush.
Ah,
Dwayne has a little bit more of a solemn look on his face.
I don't know who these guys were. They were started shooting up the traffic, blew up a couple of vans.
Huh. Think it has anything to do with that Dash guy? He's always bringing us trouble every time he comes along. I don't know how you can stand him.
I don't know either, but I don't. Now that you say that, he was in one of those vans.
Oh, well, if we ever need to get rich, we can always just return to Lobby 7. Drop him off. Were they offering a reward?
I didn't see any posted bounty.
All the better, I suppose. Are we going to not be returning to the Lobby 7?
I would prefer not.
Because that is a spike drill hub. Anything outside of the options that I gave you, we're going to have to find spike drill maps. We don't want to do it blind.
I know. We might have to go back just to get the maps. Maybe just pass through, not even land. Stop by any of the external, any of the stations on the outside.
Oh yeah, if we go back to the last dance, if we bring somebody's daughter, we can probably inherit the entire station from that old codger. Might be a good trade. Just need to find somebody that's into creepy old men with no teeth. And maybe several extra chromosomes, I don't know.
Whatever he's into.
Whatever. Constanza was just listening to the whole time, just kind of just stone-faced. Unless you didn't mean for her to be on the bridge as well.
Nah, I trust her enough.
Alright. Anything else?
I think that's it for me.
Alright.
Mm.
So, the ship starts rocking again after the 6-day voyage. So that puts us up to January 7th. 3,200. Down. Alright. The ship starts rocking as it comes out of metadimensional space. When you enter... Well, this is when you're entering the transitory area where the gravity well of the nearby star is just strong enough to allow this. Once you move completely into real space, your sensors, as indicated by Avantika, who's manning the comm section right now, is starting to pick up readings of Hessian 6. So you're picking up various electromagnetic spectrum readings. Since this is a well-known traveled route, you also have space stations that monitor spike jumps into the system, because most spike jumps will come in around this area from Dulabi. So you get the standard greeting from the Hessian 6 planetary government, and you also get a copy of the planetary laws, and they tell you to have a wonderful day.
Anything out of the ordinary in the law book?
Let me take a look.
In the meantime, I begin my research into planetary news for Mumulitis.
All right. Let's go with all travel on Anupama, which is Hessian 6, has recently been forbidden by government decree, which is strange because it used to be a quite the tourist destination to go down to all the different lava plains and stuff and witness eruptions and various calderas that are a little bit more dormant in nature. But yeah, all of that has been outlawed. Liskay, as you're researching for news, I'm almost fuck, I gotta remember how to pronounce it. Mumulitis.
Mumulitis?
Yep. It sounds like a disease. Let me bring up the thing on Mumulitis, because there are so many goddamn systems.
Is he going
Right.
down?
No, just down with the sickness. You notice that it's the same. There's not a whole lot going on the planet Malik, which is the main capital planet. The regional hegemon there, who kind of just has control over a lot of the activities. I don't have like a government for you because I'd have to roll that stuff and whatnot. But basically, there doesn't seem to be much out of the ordinary, other than some movements from the Malikian government to start taking over some orbiting facilities on nearby planet Asleaf in the same same system. You don't know a whole lot about those orbiting facilities on Asleaf.
That sounds
Then-
interesting, and I make a note.
The news sources that you're finding make some mention of them being maybe some kind of old space yards, but that's all they know. And there's no mention of Asleaf government having any say in this whatsoever. All right. Anybody else do anything? And what's your plan for this system?
Have I been to this system?
I will say you have been to every system that you can see on the map right now at least once.
Am I wanted on this one?
Roll a luck saving throw. You know, I'd find a good use for that.
Ooh.
Nope. You're fine.
Excellent.
To your knowledge.
No, even better.
Yeah.
Caveat that a little bit.
Well, I mean, like, you look through all the standard, like, wanted ads and whatnot, and, you know, you don't see your name anywhere or any of your dumb aliases or whatever.
I'm on double secrets and probation.
Dash Rendar House! Shakes his fist at the sky. Alright, so yeah, what do you guys want to do on this planet?
Yeah, what are we doing, guys? Because I'm not a man for planning. I'm a man for action.
So this is going to be like more out of character discussion. This will probably be more of like what you guys are going to do next session.
So I'd have a cache on this planet.
It'll be filled with stale bread.
Not fair.
I want to go on that hunting trip thing with the railgun. I'm gonna try it out on something. With does he even have a name? The electrical fire dude.
Teddy.
Teddy.
And I'm
Yeah,
looking
Teddy.
for business opportunities.
I'm gonna go try out the railgun with him, and then come back if a job comes up.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna look for import-export data, or just trade data in general.
Okay. That is actually something we could probably roll for this session. Decide amongst yourselves who will roll a 1d4. Alright, Velik did it.
God, that worked out great, didn't it?
That was a big, fantastic fail.
Alright. It is a 1. So that will assign that pre-roll. Alright. Oh, by the way, Sam, that message that you got from the Hession 6 government, the one that says, like, you know, thank you for visiting us, the message is filled with spelling mistakes. And on your hollow screen, it actually, like, has glitches, like, visual ones.
Is he saying he's a Nigerian prince and he has money for you?
What's the planet with the discount Bespin?
Discount Bespin, yes. That is Discount Bespin. Does not mine gas, though.
But what was the name? I forgot it.
Isn't it the one we're on?
So the designation is Hession 6. The planet to the locals is Anupama.
Okay.
I'm
going to-
Bananian.
I'm gonna present this to the party, and I'm gonna bring a Dwayne and Vidura in as well.
All right. It's going to be a little meeting.
Yeah.
All right. So you have a little bit of information about the planet itself. So its government is just like your standard run-of-the-mill technocracy. More of the scientific minds run this planet. Mostly you have ones that are like geologists or seismologists because of the nature of the planet below, and you also have a lot of engineers that make sure that these cities continue to float. But the government message that you got indicates maybe like somebody's slacking off in the oversight department for certain, because the last time you came to the Hesione system, you know, their messages were clean and crisp and not like made by a 12-year-old just slamming the keyboard. Let's see. Basic. By the way, their basic cultural flavor is either ancient Egyptian or North African. Give you an idea of what it's like.
Okay.
Yep, they tend to be they're okay with outsiders in general. They kind of just treat you like forgivable idiots if you do something stupid. But there are a lot of taboo areas, even though at one point like tourists were allowed to explore the planet, but even then a lot of areas were considered taboo by people. The planet, the people of the planet have been around since sometime around the Scream, but various governments have ruled this planet at one point or another, each of them failing, usually within a decade or so. Some have lasted a couple decades.
Something is very wrong here.
You're all together in a group.
That's. There's always something wrong somewhere.
Dun dun dun.
Say that.
So you're gonna tell us what's wrong, or are you just gonna be like, something is wrong?
I showed them the message, didn't I? That's sort
Yes.
of what I
No,
called the meeting for.
Yeah, so you all see this really glitchy, poorly made government message that's typically sent to ships that enter the system that are picked up by sensors.
Okay. And
That's completely out of turn. The last time I was here was short and concise. And they've cut off traffic to
The planet
SEN
surface.
6. Yeah.
So you can go to the floating cities, but nobody's allowed to touch the planet itself.
Oh, it's the planet itself.
Yeah. You can't go to the ground, but you can go to the cities. The cities are like they're like a mile in the air or something.
Why couldn't we go to the surface?
You have no information on that.
I suggest that we land at a nearby, like, commercial slash touristy place and try and find out what's going on here. In the meantime, I can try and rustle up some money.
Well, I'd definitely say make sure you've got at least some weapon. I know you've got your fists, but everyone keep some sort of armor. Keep some sort of weapon on you. I don't trust this.
Are there any weapon ordinances in that list I got?
It is a relatively civilized world. So on the floating cities, Weapons are restricted to carry conceal permits.
All right.
Cool. So just keep it concealed.
If you have a permit.
Oh, I hate putting my hands in my pockets.
Well,
There is no enforcement of weapon laws on the surface, though. That much you remember. There is a the biosphere is not compatible with human life, but that doesn't mean that there might be some critters that still try to take a bite at you.
Lovely.
Yep.
So are we docking at one of these cities or what?
I think that is going to be the plan,
yeah.
but we shall save it for next session.
hmm
Yay!
I can tell
Yay.
Edmon's running out of steam.
Yeah, everyone's running out of steam, and like, it's what? It's only 11 p.m. there, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Some people had to work.
Wow, that is cold. Jesus Christ.
Mag's just butt hurt because his butt hurts from working.
I think Mag's just butthurt suffices.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
No.
in the remaining few minutes, so we do need to work out an XP system. The way Stars Without Number, this iteration works on XP gain, is basically you have a goal, and we can work out how much experience that goal is worth. But if you accomplish that goal, and it can be kind of open-ended on how it's accomplished, so it doesn't necessarily have to be like it went exactly as planned, but once the goal is accomplished, you get the experience for it. Harder goals award more experience points. Another thing we could just do is kind of like how Velik does it, is just milestones.
My goal is to eat all the protein bars in the
Like,
galaxy.
made it off the planet. Made it to the next location.
Yeah.
Those kind of goals.
Yeah, things like that could be it. Those would be like basic ones. I should say like they kind of have to be like meaningful in a way. Because if you have
Making
a
it
goal
off the
that's-
planet alive. Slightly meaningful.
if you have a goal that's like just go to another planet, like then you'd just be planet hopping the entire time and not really do anything, Let's see. For some games, success might lie in plundering alien hordes or clawing wealth from the hands of desperate patrons. Other games might reward PCs for achieving personal goals, whether or not there was any money in it. Some might even award XP only for spending credits, requiring every PC to recklessly waste their wealth before gaining a level. It's up to the GM to pick a method that fits the group's tastes. So my question for you guys is, what kind of tastes do you have?
He has particular tastes and likes to watch.
Oh, Jesus.
Damn.
Strike this man. Strike him.
To be fair, like, I have my goal, which I'm working towards.
Yeah, that's the thing. So if we do goals, like, we would have to make a distinction between like what's the time frame behind them, Because you could have something that's like, Timothy wants to get to Mumalitis, whatever their capital planet is there.
Oh,
and
Mr.
do
Hippo?
spy stuff.
I like Stars with that number. Happy for you, and I'm gonna let you finish.
You're
But
gonna go to bed.
yeah, no. It's. I should end the recording here anyway because we're gonna discuss the minutiae of the Stars Without Number system. Then we'll
We're
do
getting
that.
more into the meta game at this point, so.
Yeah, so
Alright.
this is the end of the current actual play session, and we will discuss the minutiae of the rules off stream
Minutia.
on the grounds that is boring.
That's you.
Says you.
Alright, bye everybody. We love you. Be good.
Bye bye.
Except Mac, he's like cold as ice.
Ice,
am
ice,
frosty.
baby.